What happens when the numbers move beyond the page and begin appearing in names, dates, headlines, careers, tragedies, and historical events? A numerical connection does not automatically prove intention. A pattern is not always a plan. But when the same numbers repeatedly appear around the same person, organizations, and events, the patterns deserve to be examined, not blindly believed and not blindly dismissed. Some people believe that once a person enters certain circles, systems, and/or agreements, leaving the room does not necessarily remove the name from the roster. Active or inactive, visible or hidden, the connection may remain. And when the name, date, or number aligns with something that they need to happen, the cost of the arrangement may finally come due. Because accolades can come with a price, every bargain has terms, every crown casts a shadow. And fame is the devil's love language. Tonight, we talk about the hidden equations of Phyllis Hyman. Peace, everyone. This is Magic. Tonight, we are decoding Phyllis Hyman, not only the power of her voice, but the repeating numbers connecting to her birth, professional name, career, struggles, and record label history, and final date. Fair use. This presentation uses images, music clips, I can't even get it out, quotations, and historical material for commentary, criticism, education, and research. If y'all have been here, y'all already know. If this is your first time, you're about to find out. All the world is a stage. All right, Phyllis Hyman's public image was elegant, controlled, and powerful. While her private life carried emotional struggles the audience could not always see. Gematria translates letters into numbers so we can compare names, phrases, locations, titles, and events. One match may be a coincidence. Repeated exact matches across related facts create a stronger pattern. The main ciphers we use: the ordinal, reduction, reverse ordinal, reverse reduction, and Chaldean. The goal is not to begin with an accusation and force the numbers to fit. The goal is to calculate the facts, observe what repeats, and form only conclusions in the evidence can support. So let's go. Tonight, again, like I said earlier, it's the hidden equation of Phyllis Hyman. The reason why I did Phyllis Hyman is when Clive Davis, piece of shit, when he transitioned, I kept hearing Phyllis Hyman. I didn't know Phyllis Hyman was with Clive Davis or anything like that, but her name just kept popping up around Whitney Houston, and so I wanted to do a little digging. I do remember a couple of bangers that Phyllis Hyman had. She had that one joint, "Living in Confusion." I still sing it from time to time. Living in confusion, confusion, confusion. I got it. I still got it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to it. All right. So the first doorway into Phyllis Hyman equation is repeated movement between 3, 6, and 9. All right. Her birthday totals up to 36. You break that down in the emphatic system, that goes to 9. Her professional name totals up to 63. You break that down in the emphatic system, that's 9 in reduction. Her death date totals up to 33, that equals 6. And her age goes to 45, reduce that to 9. She has 2 master numbers, 11 and a 33, with 11 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. Born through 36-9, Phyllis Hyman entered the world on July 6, 1949, a date whose 4-digit sums produces 36 and reduces to 9. Her birth was the 6, strengthening with the 6 vibration from the beginning. 9 becomes the root associated with her artistic and emotional public path. The name the world knew, Phyllis Hyman, mirrors her birth number by reversing 36 to 63 while preserving the same root 9. The final date, the date that she transitioned, that comes up to 33. June is the month 6. Date 30 reduces to 3. 1995 reduces to 24 to 6. The dates can be read as 636. Ain't that something? And she transitioned on Friday, which equals 36 in all major ciphers. The chord sequence becomes 36 to 9, 63 to 9, and 33 to 6. The 6-day mirror. As you can see, Phyllis died 6 days before her July 6th birthday, placing the number 6 around both the calendar distance and the final date. Born on the 6th day of the month, died in the 6th month, died 6 days before her next birthday, and her birthday of year is 187, and her death day of year is 181. Difference is 6. So basically, we're going to close this part right here. So part 1 establishes the main structure. All right. The same digits continue changing positions while the 369 root remains in possession. All right, Yoda. So the foundation that we have now is basically complete. So we're going to keep on moving forward to find out more about the Queen, Phyllis Hyman's numbers. When the name meets the circumstances. The second part, from the life path numerology into the exact gematria matches involving her professional name, full name, documented struggles, and career achievements. The 63, 54, and 85 identity match. 3 exact cipher relations connect versions of Phyllis Hyman's name and the reported language surrounding her death. Phyllis Hyman equals drug overdose equals 63. Drug overdose equals 63 in reverse reduction. Phyllis Linda Hyman equals drug overdose equals 54 in Chaldean. Phyllis Linda Hyman in the barbiturate overdose, what they said that she overdosed, that equals up to 85. And so these drugs down here, these are the drugs right here that she was taking. All right. When I was doing the breakdown on the number on that, this one right here equals to 45 and 54. We'll bring back that 9. All right. So let's go to the mental health cluster. All right. So the documented language surrounding her emotional struggles and coping methods repeatedly returns to 52 and 24. As we can see, depression, self-medicated, equals up to 52. Bipolar disorders, which she said that she struggled with, is 52. And Phyllis and bipolar equals 24. The year's 1977, her first album, in 1995, her death year, also totals 24/6. Sophisticated lady. One of the cleanest career connections linked her birthday structure, a Broadway production, and the year of her recognition. As you can see right here, July 6, 1949 goes up to 81. Sophisticated Ladies is 81. Her Tony nomination and theater awards came in 1981. The same 81 appears in her birth calculations up top, the production title, and the career year. Prime of My Life reflected her birth numbers. The chart history of Prime of My Life returns to several numbers already established in Phyllis's birth and life path. June 11th, 1991, reduces to 28.10.1. The album peaked at 10 on the R&B album chart. Its number 117 position on the Billboard 200 peaked, reduces that to 9. And the year-end positions 49 and 36 echo 1949 year birth and the 36-9 total of her birth. This matters because the numerical pattern appears in achievement and not only tragedy. Arista record and the final date. The label connected to a major period of her career shares two direct totals. June 3rd, 1995. That equals up to Arista Records, 150 year ordinal. Arista Records and 60 reduction also equals up to 60. So these are label to date correspondence, not proof that the label caused the event, but hey, your eyes twinkle a little bit. This part shows the equation appears in identity, documented struggles, career achievement, album charts, and record label history. All right, before we go on, y'all got some snaps on the Petro. All right, like, share, subscribe. All right, so Clive Davis is relevant because he founded and led Arista and the label that became the center of Phyllis Hyman's late 1970 and early 1980 career. As you can see right here, Clive Davis 52, 106, 33, and 63. Clive's professional and full names enter numbers already attached to Phyllis's mental health language and death date and professional identity. So as you can see right here, we said that she was struggling with depression, self-medicated. His punk ass Clive J. Davis equals up to 52. The cipher, the ordinal cipher 106, self-medicated 106. Clive Davis equals 33, her death date 33. Clive Davis was dead at 63 when Phyllis died. Ain't this something? And you see right here, the reduction and overdose both equals up to 63. The first Arista title, 109 and 116. Phyllis's first album, titled numerically connected to its own release date and to the number that later appears at the end of her Arista period. So, Somewhere in My Lifetime equals 109 reverse reduction, released on January 10th, 1979, also equaling 109. Also, Somewhere in My Lifetime equals 116 in reduction. So with that 116 number, put that on the stove. We're gonna let that boil there for a second. Let them cook. When I said that 116 is gonna come back, put it on the stove. There we go. Using the dates attached to Whitney Houston's 1983 Arista signing and Phyllis's final Arista album release, both events produced the same grouped label. April 10th, 1983 equals 116. May 9th, 1983 equals 116. Final record with Arista was Goddess of Love. The dates are 29 dates apart. Oh yeah, in the month to date. Month to date equals the combination of 14. The age 33 and 51 during the shift. All right, Phyllis was 33 when Goddess of Love was released. See, Clive Davis, punk ass, equals 33. Clive was 51 during April through May 1983 transition. Clive equals 51. Riding the Tiger, 153, 45, and 81. Forgot all about this record. The lead single of Phyllis's final Arista album carries three values already central to the larger equation. Riding the Tiger, ain't that something? Riding the Tiger, equals same thing, drug overdose. Riding the Tiger also equals 45 in Chaldean. Phyllis died at the age of 45. Riding the Tiger equals 81 in reverse reduction. The 81 reconnected to her group birth date, Sophisticated Ladies, in the 1981 recognition. Man, these numbers don't lie. All right, so in closing, the defensible conclusion is that Clive and Arista formed a concentrated numerical and historical bridge. Not that numbers proved he planned anything, but hey, numbers do not lie. All right, as you can see, some of the other the strongest match. I see scripted narrative is I have a decode list. I have a whole lot of things on there that ritualistic and with the cabal and stuff like that does. So scripted narrative is 202. Systemic racism is 202. Phyllis Linda Hyman equals 202. Deal with the devil equals 85. Scripted narrative 85. Phyllis Linda Hyman equals 85. Blood sacrifice 257. Scripted narrative equals 257. Phyllis Linda Hyman equals 257. All right. So I have Phyllis right here, energy. They're both the same. Blood sacrifice 86. Phyllis Linda Hyman 86. Not saying that they did anything. All I'm saying is numbers don't lie. All right. So basically, these are some strong matches also that I have. All right. This is my notes and stuff right here that I collected. All right. Trying to click on this next slide right here. All right. So, family connection. I just found this out when I was doing research on Phyllis Hyman. Did you know Earl Hyman is Phil Hyman's cousin? He's well known as Russell Huxtable on The Cosby Show. And he also voiced Panthro on Thundercats. Man, if y'all was back in my hot damn time frame, y'all already know what's up, man. I got amped up when I heard about this. Well, that he was the cousin. I already knew about he did Panthro's voice and stuff like that. All right, so let's go to the next slide. I know it's very nice to know. So, in closing, when we step back and look at the full picture, Phyllis Hyman's life reveals a dense and repeatable numerical signature centered on 3, 6, and 9. The pattern appears through her birth, her name, her life cycles, her career, her record label, her documented struggles, and her death date. The strongest connections are not random, cross-cipher echoes, but exact same cipher and multi-cipher matches that show real correspondence and structure. Still, the numbers alone do not prove anything: motive, sacrifice, murder, or responsibility. They reveal the pattern, not the cause. Phyllis entered through 36, became known through 63, and departed through 33. 3 represents voice, 6 represents love, beauty, responsibility, and emotional weight. 9 represents the artist, the old soul, and completion. The arrangements change, but the same numerical rhythm remained. Every name had a number, every date carried a pattern, and behind one unforgettable voice, the same hidden equations continued from the opening note to the final chord. So I just want to say, rest in peace, Phyllis Hyman, Queen. And on that note,
before the music, before the fame, before the name is written in lights, there is the number. Gematria, an ancient language hidden inside language, where every letter carries weight, every word becomes an equation, and every phrase can reveal a connection that ordinary eyes were never trained to see. Its roots stretch back through Jewish mysticism, through the Kabbalah, through ancient teachings where numbers were never viewed as simple tools for counting, but as symbols, vibrations, and keys. And once you enter certain circles,
you don't have to attend every gathering, you don't have to shake every hand or stand inside every room. Once your name is written into the system, you remain part of the count.
Active or inactive, visible or hidden, your position is still recorded. And when the date, the name, the image, and the event fall into the same numerical pattern.
Some believe coincidence is no longer enough to explain it, because recognition has a cost, fame collects its debt. And every accolade may carry an agreement that was never shown to the audience. They celebrate the success, but rarely calculate the sacrifice. So listen closely, the numbers do not shout, they whisper. And sometimes when the equation is complete,
the number they are counting could be yours.